One. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Testing, testing. Test, test, test. Testing, testing, testing. Test, 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 test. Testing, 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 testing. Test, test, test. Testing. Test Ickles, test Ickles. Welcome everyone to episode 734 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and the Sleazecast, of course. In the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and today is the Belly Fat Show. Da-na-na-na. Welcome everyone to the Belly Fat Show. I'm your host, Papa Swole, and we're going to talk about that little sticky icky around your belly button. Yep, that's right. Just above your belt, hanging over and flopping all around. We're going to talk all about belly fat today with that belly fat flap. That belly fat flap. Shake your belly fat, shake your belly fat, shake your belly fat. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Everyone jiggle their belly fat right now. Just take your hands, grab your stomach, and just go jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Who's a big boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. All right. Well, today is a belly fat show, so welcome to the most psychotic, weirdest fucking thing you'll ever see on the interwebs. Welcome to episode 734. Thanks for joining live on the Quadcast, twitch.tv/Swolenormous, and on Instagram, Facebook, and the YouTubes. Thank you for joining, and of course, listening, those that are tuning into the podcast on SoundCloud and Apple Podcast for those audio gains where I can stick my fitness cock into your ear hole. And you can get that everywhere. You can get that everywhere. I don't care if you got an iPhone. I don't care if you got a Handroid, but you can listen to the audio gains. All the episodes are on there, and you can listen while you take a poo-poo, while you do your warm-up, while you work out, while you walk the dog, while you're outside playing Frisbee or something. Now it's beautiful. The weather is getting gorgeous, but I'll let everyone come in through the door, tag someone, share, and spread the word. So I am going to be taking a ton of questions today. Going to talk about some of the, I don't want to say myths, I don't want to say truths, and you know, these are the things, these are the realities when it comes to your belly fat. I don't want to get into that kind of shit, but I'm going to talk about what it really means. We have to talk about the reality of belly fat and what you're actually dealing with. Those of you that are men, those of you that are women, those of you that are parents, aka women with extra, around your stomach. And we're going to talk about some of the things you have to come to grips with as a human being and as someone who's probably over 30 or 40. I mean, not too many people watching are going to be in their teens. There are going to be a few, some in their 20s, but most are in their 30s, 40s, and maybe even beyond. So we got to talk about some reality, right? We got to talk about some realistic expectations and what can actually be done. So you can see a lot of progress. Don't get all bummed out already, but we got to talk about some of the real, the real deal. Pooping right now. Congratulations on the poop. There you go. We got some people tuning in live, taking a Duke. How many of you are pooping right now? How many of you are pooping? I don't have belly fat. I'm missing belly fat. What does that mean? You're missing belly fat. You mean you're lean? That's cool. That's cool. Good. Me too. I'm missing belly fat too. Everyone's got belly fat. Everyone's got some belly fat. How many of you floats? How about this? You ready for this? You ready for this, fam? If you're pooping right now, if you're watching me while you poop, drop a poop emoji in the comments right now. So if you're pooping, drop a poop emoji, and let's see who's taking a Duke. I'm curious. I literally would do the show on the toilet if I could. That would save so much time. Does anyone here? I love multitasking. I love doing content like right now. I'm on 6 platforms or 7 right now, however many places this streams, right? And or float an emoji with whatever you're doing right now. Float an emoji that relates to that. Whatever you're doing, float that associate emoji. But I love multitasking. If I can stream on 10 platforms, I will. It's why not? I'm doing it once right now. Let's spread the word as far as it can go and make it accessible to as many people as possible. But yeah, if I could just Duke and the microphone wouldn't pick it up, but it would. It probably would. Ooh, I got some eyes. Someone's looking. Someone's watching. Ooh, a lot of poopers out there. I wonder how many of you are actually like not really pooping. Someone's sleeping. Sandy's sleeping while she watches. So I'm so boring. I see some, or you're tired. I'm sure that's what it means. Someone's sick. I don't know what that one is. I can't see it from here. Bacon. Eric is baconing. So you're eating. Oh, jelly. Cooking some spaghetti squash. Sounds like a bowl of sadness. No, I'm kidding. Spaghetti squash is tasty. Pooping while drinking protein. So it's going in one it's going in one hole and coming out the other. Okay. So keep on dropping your emojis with what you're doing right now. I like this. Maybe we'll start doing this more often. Drop the emoji that associates what you're doing while you're watching the game train. Oh no, 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 no. I don't like that one. No driving. No driving while watching. You better be at a light. So today is belly fat show, and if you have belly fat, this show is for you. Oh, someone's boning right now. Oh, I like that. I like that. You got the little yeah, yeah, I know that one. I know what that means. I know what that means. Um, okay, so let's talk about belly fat. Most of you have belly fat. I should say everyone does. No one just has skin over their stomach. So let's talk about what belly fat really means. First off, your body, when you store fat, it's your body's savings account. So when you have extra money, you usually, at least nowadays, you don't shove it under your fucking mattress. All right. This isn't 1920. This isn't freaking prohibition. Most of you aren't stuffing dollar bills under your bed, for a rainy day, considering paper is worth absolutely dick, right? So you have a savings account, you have it invested in real estate or stocks, or you have it in a 401k, or you have it in a savings account, or whatever you do with your money, or you buy something, right? Whatever it is. Okay. So when you have extra fat or extra energy, that's what your savings account is. Your body invests in. Where is it going to invest it? It's going to save it, and it's going to put it where it needs it the most, right? It's going to protect the organs. You get fat around the stomach. It's close if the body wants to access any of the fat stores for energy local to the organs. And one of the main reasons why you store more fat in the midsection, right? You don't usually have, a ripped six pack. Most of you don't have ripped six packs and really, really fat calves. Like all your fat is stored around your calves. You know why? Because your body doesn't need your calves to live. Your body doesn't need your legs to survive. I mean, it will severely improve your chances of survival if you have legs, but your body does not need them to live, right? You could be missing your limbs and you can still survive and live a long life. So when you have fat around your stomach, it's protected and it's near where your body, and this is just from an evolution standpoint, and it's common sense, it's where your body will be able to access it. If you lose your legs, okay, you still have energy, you still have stored energy around your stomach, right? You still have the ability to tap into your savings account. If you have all your fat stored in your legs and you lose a leg, you're shut out of luck in terms of energy and you're going to wither away a lot quicker, right? So when you have the fat stored around the midsection, it's easily accessible for the organs. It's easily accessible for the body. It keeps it in the area that's most important. You can't have half a torso and survive, right? That's where you start pushing it. You can be missing your arms and legs. They're amazing stories and people, motivational speakers. You see these pictures on Instagram, no arms, no freaking legs, and, still hammering it and still doing his thing. So if you start missing parts of your torso, that's when you have issues. I mean, if you could even survive, you're missing organs or parts of organs, there's a limit to what the body can live with and live without, same, concept. So when we look at why the body stores around the stomach, that just makes sense. Not to mention, when you have hormone imbalances, let's say cortisol levels, stress hormones are higher, your body will tend to store in that area. That's just where the trigger is. But it makes sense because your body will store the energy where it can more easily or most easily access the energy if it needs it. Okay. You're not going to necessarily need tons of energy in my big toe. I'm going to need energy for my heart. I'm going to need it for organ function. I'm going to need it for my brain. I'm going to need it for, just muscles. So I mean, you're going to have it. You're going to have it where you need it. That's what your body is thinking. And with this comes some common sense. If you are not exercising, let's talk about why we have body fat, because we're eating foods that cause us to store body fat, excess calories. We're also consuming uh, processed foods and fake foods, literally fake foods that are causing our body stress. That's what inflammation is. When I talk about the elimination diet, when I talk about getting rid of inflammatory foods, that's what happens to your body. So when we think of stress, you think of traffic. When you think of stress, you think of, oh, I had a hard day at work. That counts. But your body sees stress as an invader. Stress is something your body has to overcome. Stress is literally like outside an external force, whether it's sensory, your body is under duress and your body can adapt to those things. That's what adaptation is. Now, Just because your body can adapt to certain things doesn't mean it's going to be good for your body long term. So your body can adapt to eating crappy foods. Your body can also adapt to exercise. Your body can adapt to different things, cold weather and warm weather. Your body can adapt to those things. That's what adaptation is. That's what the body is all about. That's the deal. That's the dealio yo. So because your body can adapt to things, we lose sight of the process. We lose sight of the process of building this body fat up. Okay. So we stress our body with inflammatory foods, right? Fake foods, processed foods, and we get inflammation in the body. The body's under stress, and cortisol levels and stress hormones elevate, which makes us more prone to storing body fat. Not to mention, most of these processed foods are not only causing inflammation, but they are very high calorically, very empty with caloric density, lacking caloric density, nutrient density. So there's very empty calories. And then you have other things like insulin gets released at higher rates, and you have a combination. So it's not one thing. It's not, oh, you ate bad food, you ate too many calories, you're gaining weight. That's what I fucking hate about this macro bullshit and this calorie counting deficit bullshit. Okay. It's not just how much you're eating, it's what you're eating. It's primarily what you're eating. Fuck you and you can lose weight eating 1,000 calories of ice cream a day. Fine. 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 Fine, 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 fine. Okay, fine. If you eat 1,000 calories of ice cream, sure, I guess you can lose weight. Why? Because you're starving yourself and you're slowly dying. So I guess, yeah, I guess you can. I guess you can, fam. Congratulations. All you calorie counters. How many of you are calorie counters out there? People are always on this calorie tip. Okay. That's the classic shit with the fitness industry. And I want to tell you why. It's easy to pass that along. It's easy to objectively look at numbers and say, okay, 10 is 10, 10 minus 5 is 5. So I have 5 calories left to eat. Well, I'm here to break it to you, fam, that the body doesn't work at that kind of a level. Okay. Your body does not work at that kind of level. It doesn't. Your body doesn't see, oh, 5 came in and 10 went out. Let me take 5 from over here. Your body isn't a fucking math equation. Do you have any idea how many simultaneous systems are working in harmony to just bottom line? Everything is working together to do one thing. Everything is working together to do one thing, in your body. I mean, for your body. And that's keep you alive. The only reason that things are working in this way, in this harmonious way, the number one reason is to keep you alive, to keep your heart beating and you functioning, literally breathing, literally fucking alive. I'm not talking about quality of life. Your body is designed to keep you breathing with the hope that you can reproduce and create strong children that are going to perpetuate the species. It's survival of the fittest. It's a fact. It's what we see everywhere in nature. The strong creatures survive. That's just the way it is. The smarter, the stronger, the more dominant species survives. That's why human beings have taken over the earth, because we have evolved to be the dominant species. We won. We won for now. For now, they could bring an earthquake and then we get wiped out. And then in that instance, maybe the cockroaches survived, right? The cockroaches survived. And they are now the strongest species because and then boom, 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 we're going to have big cockroach people in a couple billion years. The point is you have a responsibility to be aware of what the fuck you're here on this earth for. Once you understand that your body is just trying to survive, you start seeing what the body can go through. We talked about, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, we talked about briefly, I did an analogy with the World War II, the concentration camp, what the human body can undergo and can withstand and still survive. It's absolutely insane. It's astonishing. The human body is just about survival. That's it. Survival, number one and done. Survival, reproduce. Survival for the species, just reproduce. That's the only thing the body is here for. That's it. That's it. Not so you can look good on prom night. Not so you can look good, when you're 45. Ooh, I fit into my dress. No, fucking Earth doesn't give a shit about your 50th birthday, about your 40th birthday. Ooh, you got a promotion. No one gives a fuck. Nature doesn't give a fuck. We're making this shit up because everything is so confusing and out of order in this world. Like we just don't understand any of it, that we create these fucking things that we think matter, but don't. Okay. So that's a braingasm right there. And we're all going to be here and everyone's going to comment, yeah, hell yeah, you're right, man. You're right. And then we're going to go back to our little, tunnel vision, thinking that everything that's in our life is actually really important, right? We're going to be fucking gone. It's not going to matter. So when you understand that about the human species, and I know it sounds like, what the fuck is he talking about? This is supposed to be a fitness show. This is, this is why we're fundamentally fucked up when it comes to belly fat. That's why we're fundamentally fucked up, because no one just understands the basics, understands the basic like principles of our existence. Once you figure that out and once you come to grips with it, you understand, oh, well, that makes sense. The body adapts to everything and anything it can. You could be addicted to fucking crystal meth and heroin for 30 years and the body can withstand that. Is that good for the body? No, we see the consequences, but it doesn't mean the body survives. And it's the same thing with food. If you're eating the wrong fucking shit, if you're eating the wrong fucking shit, the body will survive. You think, oh, well, I love that food. Well, you get addicted to certain foods because you get addicted to them because out of habit. You can talk about chemical balance and all you want, but it's still a habit. Your body gets used to that chemical balance or that new balance from eating high sugar processed foods, for example. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It is junk food and crystal meth. Same fucking thing. I said it. You can't say it. You can't compare them. Why not? Why not? Why not? There are two things that are bad for the body. One obviously does more damage, but it's the same concept. Your body will adapt to doing those things as long as it can until it dies. Your body will adapt to doing crystal meth until you fucking just give out and die. Your body, check this out, your body will adapt to eating poisonous, fake, garbage foods as long as it can until it just can't anymore and fucking dies. So your body will adapt to all these processed foods until you finally get diabetes and you finally just, you start breaking down, you have heart disease, and eventually you fucking die. Okay. Crystal meth might do the job a little bit faster, but junk food is doing the same thing to your body. So your body is about survival. So this is why you have belly fat, because your body is trying to put this shit somewhere. It's trying to adapt. Your body is trying to do something with all this fucking garbage and laziness that you're exposing it to. And it's just doing whatever it can to get rid of these nutrients. Like it has extra stuff around. So it's like, oh, let me put this over here. You ever see that show? What was it? Hoarders, right? Where they just have so much stuff in their house and they just have boxes and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks, right? Of, magazines or some shit. And they just hoard everything. You've seen those shows where people just, or you have a closet or garage that's just fucking filled to the brim, right? You probably have that too. You probably have a garage or something where it's just absolutely just packed, right? Packed to the brim. And, people just, I guess, acquire stuff and you have to find some place to put it. And the body does the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. So you need your your spring cleaning. You need your cleansing. You need your evacuation. You need to get rid of all this fucking shit. You need to get rid of this habit of saving every last thing. You're probably seeing the corner on the live broadcast, all these boxes in the corner. Yeah, it's boxes for like different things, electronics and stuff. And part of me is always like, well, what if I return it? Or let me save it. I like the, have the box. What if I want to move it? You just got to throw that shit out. Gotta throw that shit out. But I got a bunch of stuff this week. So it's like accumulating over there in the corner. I don't feel like taking it down. But this is just the basic concept. And it makes it a lot easier when you understand why. When you understand why your body stores body fat. And then it makes sense. So that is why it takes time to get rid of it. That's why it's hard to get rid of it. More importantly, it's really hard to fucking get rid of it. Why is it so hard? Because you've trained your body for 30 years to do the opposite, to store it. You've trained your body for 30 years to store body fat. It's no surprise that your body wants to keep it. It's used to it. It's used to you. It's used to you eating garbage and it's used to storing body fat. It's used to storing around the belly. It's used to building it up and keeping it there. It's not easy to dump out your savings account, is it? I know. I know it's not easy to spend money and empty out your savings. Hell, to it's not easy for all of you to make a simple fucking move and even join, for example, my private community, Swolenormous X. I talk to so many people that are, all gung ho, and then they don't take action. You need to take action. You need to do it. You need to do it. It's not fucking magic. It's the habit. It's the mentality. The reason why you have belly fat is because you don't have the right concept of why it's there to begin with. And then, of course, you're not doing the right shit to get rid of it. Obviously, that's a big part of it too, because you don't have the patience to get rid of it. You don't have the patience to get rid of it. It's not so simple as, oh, I'm not going to eat this food. I'll eat this. I'll do these crunches and boom, I'm going to have flat abs. How come I don't have flat abs? Because that's not the fucking answer. And it's not the answer for everyone, if anyone. Once you have accumulated that body fat, your body doesn't want to get rid of it. Okay. It's stubborn. You have to train it to adapt. So how do you do this? Do you start going and doing a million fucking crunches? No. First off, you have to start healing the body. You have to start healing the body from all the damage you've done to it. Belly fat is not just the effect. Let me reword that. Belly fat is not all that is going on in your body. When you have belly fat, that is the external image of what's going on in your system. And I want you to think about that. This is very important. When you have belly fat, that is like, it's the same way when someone has muscles and they look ripped and you look at them and think, okay, they're healthy. They go to the gym. They have X, Y, and Z. They do certain things. You can tell, right? When someone has belly fat, that is the external result of the damage going on inside the body or the habits that someone has perpetuated for X amount of time, whether it's been 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. That's the effect. That's the outward appearance. That's what has resulted from eating inflammatory foods, from not exercising, for not taking care of yourself, for, going out and drinking 3 nights a week and eating chicken wings at the bar and staying up late and eating ice cream and popcorn and sodas over the course of 20 years. Okay. You wonder why it's hard. If it takes you 3 years to get rid of the damage that took you 20 years to accumulate, you should be fucking dancing in the rain. I mean, the audacity of people to fucking think that it's going to take you 6 months to undo what took 20 years to fucking damage. Don't forget, it's not just, oh, a little body fat. It's not just a little, it's not just a little body fat around your stomach. It's not just a little, that's what it looks like. Everyone, that's what it looks like. It looks like belly fat. It looks like a little bit. It looks like, oh, my waist is a couple inches. No, it's not that simple. That's the effect of all the systemic processes that are being put under stress that put belly fat there. You have fat under your skin. You have fat, intramuscular fat. You have, your hormones are out of whack. You have a lot of fucking buildup and fucking imbalances with everything in your system. Not to mention, mentally too, right? What you're mentally used to and your mental exposure, your habits, what you do during the day, where you choose to go after work or before work or what time you go to sleep. And all these different things lead to body fat, lead to that. So it's not, oh, I'm eating fucking shit. I'm getting pissed. It's not that you're eating 2,000 calories and you should be eating 1,500. It's that you're eating 2,000 calories and you should be eating 1,500. It's that you're eating foods that are causing inflammation and you're just hammering your body with that. It's that you're not drinking enough water. You're not sleeping enough. You're not exercising properly. You're not doing anything. You're not de-stressing. You're not meditating. You're not balancing out your life. You're not happy. You're miserable. You're stressed. It's everything. So when you just cut down your calories to 1,500 and you wonder why you're not losing body fat, it's because that's not what's fucking causing it, jabroni. That's not the reason why, because you're eating, one more Pop Tart every day. That's part of the equation. But that's what everyone hammers on because it's easy to sell numbers, right? It's easy to fucking sell numbers. Man, can you imagine? Can you imagine how many fucking diet plans I could sell if, like, yeah, I'll give you a custom meal plan, and I'll give you 24/7 access to my email. These fucking fitness cocksuckers that just pump this bullshit out there. Who doesn't have 24/7 access to someone's email? Who the fuck? You email someone at any time of the fucking day. Like, when is that a perk? You get 24-hour a day access. Okay, you can fucking email me at 4 in the morning. I'm sleeping. You're not gonna get a response. What the fuck does that mean? Not to mention, you get these diet plans that are just fucking numbers. You know nothing about your body. Should you be eating rice? How the fuck do you know? Have you done an elimination? No. Okay, so maybe that's causing you problems. You're eating eggs. Maybe you have problems with eggs. Maybe you have problems with beef. Maybe you have problems with beans, dairy, grains, citrus fruits. The fuck knows? Pickles. You eat pickles every day, but I never eliminated pickles. So, okay, so how the fuck would you know if those are causing you damage? People are deathly allergic to peanut butter. Why can't you have inflammation, bloating, and joint pain from eating pickles and the seeds and shit, lectins and all that stuff? I mean, you think it's just a numerical equation because we are programmed to think about fucking numbers in this society. We grow up. What's 3 times 3, Tommy? It's 9. Answer the question. Take the test. We learned how to fucking count since we were, 2 or 3 fucking years old. Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3. Suck a dick. That's all it is. That's all it is. That was a count for any of you Sesame Street fans. Yeah, S squared, motherfuckers. That's how I grew up. That's how I rolled. That's how I rolled. Oscar the fucking Grouch. That's who I am. I'm like the bah humbug dude of fitness. Nah, I'm better than that. I'm up top. I'm up top. I'm not negative. I'm not negative. I just want you to think about the fucking shit that is really applicable for your fucking life. That's what it is. Float some biceps. Why are we sleeping? Is everyone just like mesmerized by my rant? Come on, wake the fuck up. What is going on? It's Thursday and I'm on a fucking roll. We're going, fam. We're on it. What do you want? What do you want? You want me to dance? Want me to sing and dance? Papa Swolio sing and fucking dance? The Belly Fat Show. So let's take this a step further. Can I go a step further? Of course I. The fuck you looking at? Of course I can go a step further. So let's do that. Let's go a step further. Let's talk about some reality. Ooh, a little burp coming. Let's talk about some reality checks here, fam. What about being an adult, right? What about being 30, 40, 50 years old and having a child, having 2 kids, ladies, having 3 kids, 1, 2, whatever it is. Nowadays, everyone's just fucking pumping them out like they're trying to fucking roster a soccer team, right? So 4 kids, 5 kids, like shit. You can't have sex without giving birth, right? By the way, just in case, valuable information, just in case no one knew that. You can do the old and not have a child. There's some technology out there that that can handle that for you in the moment. This isn't a pro-choice debate or anything like that. But we're talking about like fucking, pull out once in a while, right? So that being said, right, we'll talk about the birds and the bees next episode. Now what we're going to talk about is your reality check. Okay? You're not 15 years old. You're not 20 years old. You have responsibilities and you've created men and women. This is for men and women, parents and stuff like that. You've created this life for yourself, right? You've created this situation. So you have to be honest with yourself with what you're actually capable of achieving. And when I talk to members of the community and, all of you that are listening, I get a lot of questions about losing weight and, abs. I want to get ripped. I want to be big. I want to be like you. And I just want you to understand. And it has nothing. It's not that it's not possible. Man, there are tons of parents that are in great fucking shape that look amazing, and of course that's very subjective how someone looks, but I'm not saying you can't do it. So don't get this the wrong way. What I'm saying is you need to be realistic with how your life actually is. Okay. If you have 1 or 2 kids, you have responsibilities. Now, when it comes to having a physique that looks a certain way, right? If you want to look like a fucking fitness model, Yo, if you want to look like a fucking fitness model, if you want to look like a fucking fitness model, do you have any idea what kind of life that is? Do you have any idea what kind of life that is? That is obsession. That is everything revolves around training and nutrition. That is life. That is life. That's like priority number one in that person's life. And the reason why I have maintained this physique is because it was priority number one for up until recently, right? I mean, now it's like, I would say it's tied because I kind of Swolenormous and my fitness is kind of overlapping because I'm doing training and I'm doing videos. So I'm still going to the gym. I'm doing content, but luckily for me, I should, no, 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 fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Not luckily for me. I created something around what I love to do. And I've actually found more things that I love doing. I didn't know I loved doing podcasts and shit. I didn't know that when I started. I didn't know I would love it. Like, it's fucking awesome. I love it. I love from the editing. I love all of it. I love doing all of this, the live stuff. I love all of it, all of it. But I didn't know everything that I would enjoy. I didn't know things I was going to unlock. I didn't know I would enjoy, coding and fucking all the stuff I do behind the scenes. So, that's not luck. Fuck that. I shouldn't insult myself like that. That's not luck. It's been slaving fucking hard work every day, but I love the shit out of it. But it has helped me keep my fitness a top priority, a top priority. But honestly, my shit is primarily Swolenormous. It's primarily the brand. It's not about, for me, it's not about whether or not I got my pump on today. Believe it or not, that's not priority number one. It's not. And when you have children, it's not priority number one either. It can't be. So if it's like, okay, feed your children or go to the gym, you probably should feed your kids if you want to keep your kids, right? But you've also created that for yourself. Okay. Either you didn't pull out or you wanted to have them, whatever it is, you have kids and you have responsibility. Okay. So to each their own, and it's fine. I'm not knocking children. I'm not knocking anyone that has children, but I need you to understand that you have these aspirations. It's so easy to say something, right? It's so easy to say. It's so easy to say, I want to have a six pack. I want to have an eight pack. I want to be ripped. I want to be huge. It's so fucking easy to say that. And everyone says that. Everyone says they want to lose weight. Everyone says they want to get huge. Everyone fucking says that. But how many people actually do the work? How many people actually fucking take action? Act, action, act, action, act, action. Okay. You take the ION at the end of action and it's act. You need to be realistic with what you can achieve with your situation. It does not mean you cannot see amazing results, but you have to be logical about what you want to get done with your fitness, what you can get done, what is possible. And I'm not saying put a limit on what's possible. I'm not saying limit your dreams and your desires. But what I am saying is that if you want that, if you want that, if you say you are going to get ripped, you are going to lose all this weight, you are going to get big. And not only that, I'm not talking about on a general scale, like I'm going to get healthy, I'm going to feel more mobile, I'm going to play with my kids, I'm going to have less pain. That's more of a general approach, honestly. But if you want to look a certain way, okay, you want to have like the shape, you want to have like the sculpture, right? That's more like an art form. It's like a physical, real life art form. You eat a certain way to trim up certain areas. You try to build certain areas so you have different proportions, right? And, Da Vinci's, Vitruvian Man and the proper proportions and ratios and all that stuff. Okay. Do you understand how much fucking work and obsession that takes? It's just very easy to look on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube and see people that look good because now we have a lens and a camera that can see a lot of the 7 billion people on this earth. Before, around you, trust me, when you in your immediate area, you don't see a lot of people that are in shape, like really in shape, like bodybuilder, fitness model. You don't see those people casually during the day. I know because I go to a gym and I barely see people that are in shape at the gym. Okay. So don't tell me you're going to the supermarket and you're seeing people that are like muscle and have like good shape and aesthetics. No, you never fucking see that. And like I just said, most of the time you don't even see that at a gym where you would expect to see someone that looked like that. Okay. So it's not as prominent. It's not as prominent. And it's not as common as we think. We just have phones and we think it's common because we can go through here and go on Instagram and flip through and see a billion fucking pictures in our face of all these different people that look awesome. I'm not going to get into like Photoshop and all that stuff, but a lot of people in this world are in great shape, but they're all over the world and they're not in great shape all the time and they have ups and downs, but they work their fucking ass off for it. Steroids or not, you work your fucking ass off and you make it your number one priority is your fitness. That's the only way you reach that kind of level and that kind of physique. Yes, you have genetically gifted people that seemingly don't put as much work in. They just naturally have that shape. Okay, but those are far and few between. Don't act like, oh, well, I'm just naturally like that. No, no, I wasn't naturally, like this. I fucking gained so much weight. It wasn't always. I put on like 30 or 40 pounds of muscle over the course of like, several years. And now I'm hovering. I don't even know what I weigh right now. It doesn't even matter. But it's a lot of fucking work. And like you see with anyone, right? It's like the iceberg, right? The iceberg under the water. What you see is at the top of the iceberg above the surface. And then everything below, I think it's like usually with an iceberg, you have, in some cases, 80 or 90% of the actual iceberg is underneath the water and it's just floating. And you have a little peak at the top. All you see is the peak. Wow, that's a big iceberg. You don't see the massive amount of hard work underneath the surface that represents all the slaving evenings at the gym, early mornings, eating food you don't want to, being sick and nauseous of having sweet potatoes and stuffing another one in your mouth, washing it down with water and trying to hold your mouth, literally hold your fucking mouth shut so you don't throw up. So you keep it down. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. That's what it takes. You want to get big, you want to get huge, have fun with that. It's hard. It's hard. Don't let anyone tell you that's fucking easy. It's not. There's no quick way to do it. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Someone's lying to you. They want your money. It takes a long fucking time. Doesn't mean it can't happen and doesn't mean it's not worth it. It's absolutely fucking worth it. It's absolutely fucking worth it. But it takes a shitload of time and it's not easy. So you do have to be realistic. And that's why this is the belly fat show, because I want to rant about a couple things. And it's fine. It's fine to have those goals. It's fine to have those ambitions. I encourage it. But I encourage your actions to match what those ambitions are, because a lot of you, run your traps. And now I'm not talking about your fucking traps, your turtle shell. I'm talking about your fucking face holes. You run that shit 24 hours a fucking day about how you suffering, you're trying everything, and it's so hard to lose weight, but you're not doing a fucking damn thing about it. And I can tell in the first 5 fucking words when you message me. I can tell. I can tell just from the personality. I can tell who's going to fucking, sign up or get started or make a difference. I can hear it when I have phone calls with all of you. I can hear who is really going to make a difference. I can tell. I can tell who's actually excited. I can tell who is saying they're excited, but they're going to have to prove it, right? Because I've been surprised before. I hear someone like, I don't know, I don't know, how they're gonna turn out. I've had people join my private community, Swolenormous X. You've heard me talk about it so many times. Signed up, I didn't hear a damn thing, and then a year later, get a message: "Hey, I lost over 100 pounds. Here are my before and after pictures. Oh my god, this changed my life." Holy shit! Like in the shadows, fucking working. That was one of them. One of them. Again, I forget what episode that was. Chase Welty. I think it was 726. If you want to go check it out, he's lost over 100 pounds in a year being a part of Swolenormous X, and I didn't hear from him when he signed. He signed up and just kind of kept his mouth shut and fucking did amazing work, but he did the fucking work and it shows and the results show. That's why it's hard to just look and say, I want that. You're not buying a car. You're not buying a piece of furniture. You can't look at a body and say, I want to have abs. What do I do? You can't buy it. You can't buy abs. You can't buy strength. You can't buy that shit. You can't buy it. That's why it's so frustrating for people, because you can't just save up and then go to Walmart and buy abs. You can't do it. You can't do it. There's no way to get around it. There's no way to get around it. You can't purchase it. And don't say, oh, you can take steroids. Trust me, anyone in the industry will tell you how many people take steroids that would be in the gym next to you that you would never guess. How many people that take steroids that look like shit and don't look like they even work out? Trust me, there's a lot of them. I would say the vast majority of people that take steroids either look like shit or don't even look like they lift, or maybe they look like they occasionally lift. Everyone's looking for a shortcut. And a lot of people think that just because they inject some tests that they are going to get big. It's possible. It can help, but it's not going to replace doing all the fucking work and eating all the food. Quite the opposite. It's going to require you to amplify, to really fucking invest your time in. So that is the secret. That's the shit. That's the deal. That's the dirt. Now, I think it's worth it. I think all of you should aspire to do it. I think each and every one of you has the potential. You have so much potential. Papa Swolio sees it in you. Meh. Eh. Okay, everyone has potential. What the fuck is potential? Potential is like an idea. And I have it on the wall, right? Famous quote, ideas are shit. You know why? Because everyone's got fucking ideas. Everyone's got things they want. Everyone's got ideas. Everyone's got things they want to do. The difference is the people that do it and the people that don't. And that's it. That's it. It doesn't matter. Everyone can have a fucking idea. Everyone can have a fucking idea. Everyone's got an idea. Everyone. Everyone has an idea. Everyone has inventions. Everyone has aspirations. Everyone wants abs. Even people that don't even work out and really have no, and say, oh, I don't care. Oh, what fitness? Well, you're going to die someday. You only live once, everything in moderation, blah, blah, blah. Deep down, they want it. They wish they did. They just know, and they just give up, and they say stupid slogans and say stupid things that, allow them to make an excuse to not do it themselves. Well, you only live once. Everyone's going to die of something. Everything will kill you eventually. Everything and nothing will kill you. Like, you're going to die no matter what. So what the fuck does that mean? Well, everything kills you. So yeah, well, everything kills you. So let me eat more of what will kill me. Let me end it quicker. Is that what you're saying? Should I eat that garbage food because I'm going to die eventually anyway? So I may as well eat crap so I can die quicker. Yeah, good plan, fam. Good plan. Good shit. You fucking idiot. It's stupid people that want to make an excuse because they don't want to do any kind of effort. They don't want to put anything in. They want to just have it. Okay. And this happens all the time in every country, in every city, in every household. You have people that are willing to do the work. You have people that don't want to do the work. And that's it. And that's it. May as well look good dead. I'm going to be buried with fucking abs. I'm going to have abs. I'm going to have worms eating my abs. I want to be, you know what I want? I want, when they put me in the ground, I want to be a really good meal. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Feed me to like a fucking lion. Let a lion just fucking eat me. Let me go into a lion and just fucking become a lion. Like, let me just feed me. Like, why bury me? Okay. Yeah, just fucking right. I want to be so fucking huge that a lion comes over to eat me and they're like, yo, bring the fam. Like, I can't finish this myself. This guy's fucking yoked. This guy's dense. I'm full. Dude, you see that guy's bicep? Shit, I had fucking half of a left and I'm done. No thigh. Nah, I'm good with, I don't want the thighs. No, forget the glutes. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Don't even get me started on the dick. I can't. There's no way I can handle that. All right. So let me take some questions. That was that. Every rant has to just go off the deep end. So that's the deal. That's the deal. That's what belly fat's all about. That is where you have to wrap your mind around. And then it comes back to all the other content that I've already done, stuff that you've heard me talk about before, the elimination diet, strength, mobility, yoga, and really getting granular with you figuring out what your body fucking needs. It's not my responsibility. I'm going to lead you as far as I can, but you need to take the reins and you need to fucking live your life by your terms. You need to do the work by your terms. If you need to get up super early and go work out, then fucking get up super early and work out. If you need to go late night after work, then go fucking late night after work. Okay. Those are little details and things that you have to fucking figure out for yourself, what your body and what your schedule allows, and then push that to the limit. And if you can push it further, then push it further. You have to keep on pushing. You have to keep on going. Okay. Life doesn't end unless you allow it to end. So you have to push the envelope. You have to put in the effort. And if you're willing to, I mean, literally, the world's your oyster. The world's your oyster. Why the fuck not? Why not? I like seafood. The world's your oyster. Sure, why not? Jeff Timmerman on Facebook. It's called self-validating with hopes people agree. with them to further validate. Sure, bringing people down to your level. Absolutely. Misery loves company. Peter Gilbert, God, I love this show. I like the fact that you are real and don't have a problem saying it like it is. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I just don't care if I do, right? I just don't care if I do. What kind of diet should I do to lose 10 kilograms in about a month? No diet. You're not going to. I don't know if you're being sarcastic because of everything I just said, but that's for anyone that's listening, that's 22 pounds in a month. You won't. And if you do, it's like it's going to be all water weight and it's too extreme. You're going to gain it back most likely. You will not lose 10 kilograms in a month. Honestly, the healthy time span for losing, let's say 20 pounds would be anywhere between probably about 3 months. No, but I mean, that's an honest question. I mean, a lot of people think that's possible because they see these extreme diets and, oh, I dropped carbs and I lost a lot of weight. Yeah, you lost water weight. But in terms of body fat, about 3 months should be, sufficient for most people. And that's like 1 to 2 pounds a week. What's wrong with citrus foods? I don't know, not necessarily anything. Some people have sensitivities to those things. Whenever you're talking about elimination diet, and I've talked about this before, but the more you eliminate, the more you can find out. Now, if you're having problems and you eliminate foods, the idea is you take this 4 to 6 week period and you do as much as you can to get rid of as much as you can so you can find out as much information as you can. Right? If you're going to eliminate 10 foods, why not just eliminate 12 and really fucking do it all in? That way you can see if those things, because it might surprise you. And what a lot of people have experienced in the community when they go through the elimination diet is they figure out, holy shit, something that I never thought my entire life that I've been eating every day, my entire fucking life would be that damaging. And they come back and they eat it and it's fucking their world up. And they eliminate it and they lose like 10, 15, 20 pounds just by eliminating one food like dairy, for example, or grains. And all of a sudden they lose tons of weight and they feel better. They don't have sluggishness, not crashing in the afternoons. It was literally like just a hot poker in their back this entire time, and they never realized it because they didn't eliminate it. So what if that was citrus fruits, or what if that was beans? Uh, I mean, is that worth it? Is that worth it to you? Especially if you're doing it anyway. Why do it half-assed, right? Why just dip your toes in and not go all in? That's one of the shitty things about human nature and about fitness. Like if you really want it, you have to go all in. You can't just fucking tiptoe around it. You got to push. I lost 30 pounds in 4 months by cutting out starch. Who knew? 30 pounds. And that's a good time frame. Abigail, elimination is the only way to go, period. I agree. I agree, Abby. That's really the only thing that's going to give you the right information. Love the rant, gets me pumped. Yeah, this is a fucking hell of an episode. So after I post this, make sure you share, tag someone, especially if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Tag people. Tag people. Instagram is a little bit fun. You can, I don't know if you can tag people in live video, but make sure you do so on Facebook and share the podcast because a lot of people are going to benefit from hearing this. You're forgetting a good colon cleaning. Well, I mean, if you're eating the right foods, your colon takes care of that. Usually takes care of itself. That's what your body will do. Your body will cleanse itself. Everyone's trying to do these cleanses and juice cleanses. Just start eating better. Your body will handle shit. Literally. It doesn't mean that a cleanse is bad or certain ones I'm not going to get into. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. And is there a difference? And there's I shouldn't say is there. There is a huge difference between is something bad for me and is it a negligible benefit, right? So is this cleanse going to be good for me, like a good thing, like I should do it, or is it going to be like bad? Like it's not always, oh, this is going to work or this isn't going to work. It could be like it doesn't do either. It just, all right, you did that. You didn't hurt yourself, but you didn't really, it's not, there's no point, right? So there's that. It's not always, there's three different results. One, it really works well. One, and another one, it can hurt you. But a lot of times these cleanses work because all of a sudden you're just drinking juice or eating veggies for 7 days. Of course, you fucking lose weight and water and flush stuff out because if you drop carbs, you're going to drop water. And you're going to piss your brains out and you're barely eating any calories. And yeah, of course you lose weight. And you gain it back when you start eating real food again. How many grams of salt a day is okay? I think that depends on the person, but salt's not bad for you. That's a big myth in itself. Salt's essential, but the right kinds of salt. I like Celtic sea salt for me personally, but I don't eat foods with natural, like tons of salt in them. So I add salt whenever I want to. But I work a lot. I work out a lot and I'm in Florida. So it's hot as shit. You're sweating all the time. I'm exercising all the time. Jeff, how do genetics play a role in this? Not an excuse, but in terms of metabolic resistance, I'm sure genetics play a large. I don't know. Human beings don't know. We're still figuring out genetics, but I mean, in terms of genetics, there's things that will be okay. Genetically, you're gonna do this, and then you have situations where okay, genetically, this person is predisposed to X, Y, and Z if they do A, B, and C. So you might be more predisposed to having diabetes if you eat shitty, but if you don't eat shitty, you might not get diabetes. But then you eat shitty and then you get diabetes because genetically you were predisposed to having, like, you turned on certain genes, and then there's epigenetics and shit that I can't speak on super accurately. I shouldn't say that probably accurately at all because I'm not a geneticist. But that's a whole realm that we're still studying. So it's predisposition, and some people can smoke and drink. And you see these people that are like 120 years old, they smoke every day and drink whiskey and blah blah blah, and they have a big plate of bacon and a big glass of milk every morning, and they live to be 110. It's like the fuck. So there's a lot of stuff we don't get for sure that we don't even like, we don't know yet. What about caffeine? I drink coffee. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, what about caffeine? I like it. I'm not giving up my coffee. Fuck that shit. That's my YOLO. You only live once. Yeah, you only live once, and I'm not going to be able to live once if I don't drink my fucking coffee. Damn, yo. Shit. And drink a lot of water. Yep. What are your thoughts on high intensity interval training? I think it's a lot more effort and wear on the body than it's worth. I think most people do high intensity interval training, whatever you define that as. Like, I don't know if it's Orange Theory or CrossFit. Most people do that shit because it makes them feel wiped out, makes them feel like they worked out, but it doesn't get them what they want because it's not a bodybuilding program. It's designed to make you feel like you're fucking exhausted. It doesn't have any real specific goals. Abby on YouTube, disease states related to genetics are small, like cystic fibrosis. Right. It's more, yeah. That's kind of like what, like cancer, right? Isn't 80 or 85% of all cancer environmental, right? It's not, you're not born with lung cancer when you get older. You get lung cancer because you smoke, a pack a day for 30 years. Yeah. Or you live near the train tracks or something. So, yeah, I think that goes under discussed as well. There's so much disease and so much, ailments in the society. We assume, oh, people just get sick when they get older. They get sick when they get older when they're eating fucking crap and not exercising their whole life. Yeah, things go wrong when you treat it like shit. You take a Porsche off-roading, you're gonna break something. That's for sure. Coffee is life. Don't touch my coffee. Everyone just got really fucking pissed off on Facebook. Your coffee. I think everyone was like holding their breath when they saw that question pop up, like I was going to answer it and say, but with an elimination diet, you want to eliminate caffeine so you can see if that affects you negatively. A lot of people are super sensitive in a negative way to caffeine, but they don't realize it because they've been drinking sugar and Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew and coffee and energy drinks their entire life. So your body adapts to it, but you might have, you know, maybe chronic migraines, or you have dehydration, or you have a lot of tension. Those are things that can come out from that. On an elimination diet, what's left? Protein and veggies, but there's some of the trips. What are some of the trips up with that? With what? Protein and veggies? No, I mean, I'm not sure what you're asking. Yeah, there's the big hitters on elimination diet. Yeah, grains, dairy, sure. Protein, veggies, but then you get like, grass-fed, grain-fed veggies. Sometimes people have, reactions to the seeds of, like, let's say cucumbers or red peppers and tomatoes and stuff like that because of the lectins and inflammatory responses. So you can get really granular nightshades and all these different things. Military diets, lots of coffee, right? Coffee is life, nor my chocolate. Are people getting pissed? We're gonna have a riot on Facebook. Greetings from Venezuela. What up? What up? A pack of smokes. Hell yeah. All right, fam. Well, good shit on the belly fat. Now, of course, this was the belly fat show. I didn't say that we were going to solve the belly fat problem, but I did actually, this entire episode, tell you exactly how to get rid of it. You got to get to work. You got to get to work, but I want you to keep in mind where you are in your life, what you're going to prioritize. How much effort are you really willing to give? How much effort are you actually giving? Are you going on a treadmill 3 days a week and you think you're going to get amazing results? You won't. Are you working out 3 days a week and you're expecting amazing results? You'll get some, but maybe not amazing. Like, what do you really want? And we underestimate how much effort and how much hard work and how long it takes to build these physiques. And of course, as you get older, it gets harder to build muscle. It's always possible. Even when you're 90, you could build muscle. But obviously, you're not going to be, jacked, ripped. And like, when you're 90, it just gets more and more. Your body's getting closer. Your body starts breaking down. It starts wearing down. So get to it now. Don't wait until you're 60 or 70 to get started. Tips on bloats, elimination diet could be grains, could be dairy, could be lectins, it could be sleep, it could be hydration, could be a bunch of things. I need lower abs. Well, there's no lower abs. People, are we still talking about lower? Do people still think that lower abs exist? No, I thought like the science. I guess no one really covers this. Yeah, there's no lower abs. There's just it's one it's one muscle. It's one sinewy tendinous muscle. So there's really no lower abs. You're talking about you get lower abs. You're talking about the lower fat. You're talking about belly fat. You got to get rid of the fat on top. That's it. Everyone has abs. You just can't see it because it's under skin and fat and blood and shit like that. You got blood in the way, son. Not sure I can cut out the coffee, but you're truly motivating. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's up to you. It's up to you. So I can sit here and give you, right? It's only good advice if you take it. If I say elimination diet, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, elimination diet. Then you don't go do it. All right. So that didn't work for you because you didn't fucking work for yourself and do it. All right. I want you all to think about that. I want you to think about that when you're doing your training. Okay. Everything you do, whether it's financial, when you're investing in your fitness, it's an investment. It's like you're putting money into a 401k, but it's more important than that. It's more important than a bank account. It's more important than a savings account. Because who cares if you got $1 million in the bank if you're sick and fucking injured? You're going to be spending all that money on having a nurse wipe your asshole. All right. So it doesn't matter what you're investing in. It's real estate, or I'm investing in my child's future. Your child has the internet. They'll be fine. They can make their own way. All right. Just like you did. You need to focus on your health. You need to focus on being around for them. So they have a father or a mother when they get older. All right. And not just some fucking lump of shit that they have to take care of. Because honestly, I think that's the worst fucking thing when kids have to take care of their parents because their parents aren't healthy. I know sometimes at the very end, they get sick and boom, but come on, you're stressing out everyone. You got one life. Just do something. Fucking go for a walk every day. Just start moving. Have you seen the TB12 Tom Brady diet plan? No, never even heard of it. I didn't even TB. I didn't even know he had a diet plan. Is he still playing football? I don't know anything about that dude. He's a quarterback. I think he's still playing, right? He's like, I'll play for 10 more years. Okay, bro. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Instagram. So I'm not going to restart this because we're about to head off. So Instagram, you got 2 more minutes. So if it shuts off automatically, peace out. You can always join over on Facebook and YouTube or Twitch. Almost 2 years straight in the gym and still not where I want to be. It takes time and hard work, determination, and keep on keeping on. Yeah, I've been training hard. And of course, I haven't been trying to bulk this entire time, but I've been training hard since 2000, 2001. So it's been like 18 years. About 18 years of being in the gym and trying things and working hard and bulking and then cutting and doing different stuff, getting involved with yoga. 18 years. That's how long I've been lifting. So I'm not as big as a fucking house. Like I got my muscles and I develop it, but you're only going to get so big, fam. You're only going to get so big. And trust me, it gets exhausting after a while. It gets exhausting bulking. Anyone that bulks or tries to eat a lot of food, holy shit, does that get fucking old real fast. Real fucking fast. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me for episode 734. This was absolute fire. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun. And those of you that have not seen or have not messaged me, those of you that, and make sure to do this too. If you want to connect with me on Messenger, go over on Facebook and just hit like a send message button and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I've been doing tons of conversations, really getting to know everyone and answering a lot of questions and helping a lot of you. And also what's really cool is right now, and this is because of the 2-year anniversary. Most of you know episode 730, 4 episodes ago, was the 2-year anniversary of the Daily Swole. So I'm running a 50% off. It's actually over 50% off on Swolenormous X membership setup. So you can get involved and hook into the community on all my programs, all my nutrition, everything we talked about today, the elimination diet, everything is in there. And I actually did another mobility workout today that I'm going to start editing. So those of you that are in Swolenormous X already, I launched the program vault last week. I have another awareness workout, another mobility workout that I'm editing to get up there. I'm gonna try to get it up this weekend. By the end of this weekend, both of them, I mean. I really want to like fill that up. So there's a lot of stuff coming there, virtual training and new yoga classes. So there's a lot of stuff coming there. But anyone else that's kind of on the fence or not sure about it, go on Facebook, send me a message. But there's no risk. No risk, and now's the time to do it, especially now that running the half off. So it's an amazing opportunity. Trust me, go check it out, swolenormousx.com. Again, that's swolenormousx.com. And I'll give you the knowledge nukes all in your face, literally, literally. And it's all HD video streams from your phone, your tablet, watch on your computer. So you can have it anywhere. So I'm trying to eliminate the excuses here on the show, on all my content, all my videos, in my programs. I want to eliminate the excuses. Now you have time because my workouts are short and accessible. You don't have an excuse. Oh, I don't have the information. You have your phone with you all the time. You have all the videos all the time streaming on the website. Like you have access. There's no excuses. You have the time. You could do it anywhere. You have the time, fam. You have the ability. Stop fucking around and making excuses for not doing it. Stop making excuses. Stop fucking around. You're not hurting anyone but yourself. All right. So today, 2018 is the year of stop fucking around and put in some damn work. All right. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much to everyone for joining me for episode 734 of The Daily Mother. Whoa, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose. I'll see you all in Swolenormous X. Papa Swolio. Out. Later, fam. Later, Twitch. Love you. Bye. Instagram's been done for a couple minutes. Facebook, peace out. And YouTube, see you later. Later.